Today's Tale Caesar's playing BattleTech once again, and today we're up against Waffen. And we have 25 mil on our side. We have an Orion, a Kintaro, and a trusty old Panther. So the Panther is not my sensor locker. I've actually got my sensor locker over in my Orion here, which kind of might provide a little bit of interesting play, since Mockingbird pretty much sucks at shooting. So, we might be wasting a little bit by having our Orion do some things here. But we're going to try and push our way through with the Orions. Kintaro we're going to save up to maybe beat something down. And the Panther, well, the Panther's got Apex. So, Apex, you can go do something for me. At least. You're going to hop around the front. We'll see what we get here. Good old Apex. Running down the middle. She's like, guys, why am I by myself? Alright, so we do have 2 minutes on our turns. I think we're just going to ease into this one. Slowly. Hopefully it's not some sort of missile spam fit. But Waffen, from the forums, he likes to do the old... burning fit. So we might just get set on fire here in a second with a couple of fire starters. But I doubt it at 25 mil. I'd expect something a little heavier at this range. We're going to hold these trees. We'll just ease out of them slowly. We'll probably grab up against... we'll get the Panther up against here, just to give us some idea of what's happening before we sort of go in on things. I think Waffen said he was giving me 5 mil advantage. We'll see. I mean, he's a pretty good player, so I could suck a bit here and get mangled. Alright, so he's bum rushing a Kintaro up. It's probably going to be 2 Kintaros, 2 fire starters. So what we want to do is we want to make it pretty hard to get around on some of our mechs here. We'll probably get Apex up into this corner here. The 2 Orions, I'd probably like them to be next to each other. We'll give him this bit of scree land here, so that if he wants to fight, he can fight on top of that. What do we got? A Kintaro, a fire starter. It's gonna be the famous fit. So what happens here is a couple of death from aboves with the fire starters, and then final pushovers with those Kintaros, right? That is the plan. Actually, he's got a thing here, Master Tactician on one of them to slow us down a tad. Should be interesting. What we want to do here is we don't really want to heat up our mechs too much. Fire starters, we don't want to get shut down. We can get knocked down. It will kill us. Probably the Kintaros do a lot of upfront damage. But what we might do is we might try and get the Panther up on this hill so that we can shoot sideways with it. A PPC would be pretty nice to the side here. Oops, sorry, is this our turn? Oh, yeah. Damn. We might reserve in, actually, and we'll see what happens. See if he wants to go at once. He probably does. I'd say he can cover most of this distance with his mechs here. I'm pretty happy to just have my go all at once. He will have his go all at once. I maybe should have... entrenched. I'm pretty sure he can't get all the way up here. That's fine. We'll go all the way to the end. He'll probably have his go now. It doesn't really matter. What we'll do is we'll try and keep our Kintaro just back a little bit here. Alright, that's fine. So we'll get our Kintaro probably just to stay here. Just to sit put. I'm happy for him to tank up for a bit. We'll probably brace up. We'll use what vision we can get here to maybe try and get in his way a little. I could shove the Panther in the way, because we know he's going to want to blow his load on probably an Orion here. So if I could get something to be in the way, we could be a little bit more pesty about this. So how do you want to come at me? Grab these, I guess, so that I can't direct fire. We don't particularly want to move if he's going to bum rush us. Kintaros, yeah, they can sit tight for a bit. So he's jumping his fire starter sideways. What we want to do here is probably... I'd say that's entrenched, right? That's fine. We might want to just back up a tad, just to make him have to come at us a little bit more. And we'll probably just entrench ourselves back here. Although, I would rather he sat on this, right? So what I might do is I might move sideways here. He's definitely going to leap over this hill. I think we should put our two Orions next to each other, right? I think that's going to be the plan here. Is put the two Orions next to each other. Entrenched. And just go full out. And then hopefully the Kintaro at the back can get something. Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. We have to get close to each other because I really want to just blast things from point blank, right? Punches would be nice. He might shift sideways because he doesn't really want to land up on this garbagey sort of area, right? Do not want to land on the garbage. I think we probably just put our damage into the Kintaros. He's definitely shifting himself to come in from this side, I'd say. Standing by. So what I might do... Ooh, really? Pretty tempted to get close so that he can't get behind us. Get a little bit of vision here as well. Maybe see what we get. I'll make the decision now whether I fire or not. So there's quite a lot, and he's entrenched. So we'll probably just entrench ourselves as well, because he's going to go for a full turn here on just trying to squish down Wildfire. I don't think he has enough to close in with those Kintaros, but I'll say that, and then suddenly he does. So I think we'll just brace up here. Got a bit of vision going on at least, so we can see some stuff. We'll probably get... Oop, that's zoomed out a fair bit. Probably get Apex up on this hill and fire across into this if we can. Alright, so he's sprinting up for that hill, right? Pretty evasive. Down for that. Is that the one that gets to go first? Possibly.
Yes, Commander.
So what we might do is we might come around on the side here. We could jump. What are you going to do with that? That's what I wonder. Could jump. I probably want to stay in LRM range, just so that we can knock some things down. So can we move here and still keep some range? We can. I think we're out of range of that Kintaro. Somewhat.
On my way.
I think we're out of the range of that. We'll just pop one in. Probably won't bother with the... well, we should just go with the PPC, right? We won't heat ourselves up. Maybe we'll get some damage, maybe we won't. It's a wild shot, but at least it's something.
Negative damage. Repeat, negative damage.
Alright. So in comes his last one, and then he's going to have his whole turn now. So it's all about surviving the burst, right? He'll come in with one of these. He'll probably drop himself with one of these onto us, so that he can get rid of the guard. And then he'll go full damage on something. It's a shame I don't have my own fire starters. I could have had 2 fire starters back here. And then I suppose when you come in, we could set the Kintaros on fire. We at least have trees. Maybe I should have pushed this one up a little bit more so that he is stuck in this rubble and has some stability issues on it. It's going to come down to what falls over, right? Maybe I should have put a pilot towards the front. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. It'll become unstable in a second. So now he's kind of forced into making his moves, I guess, because he gets to go first. Does he come all in? I'd say you fire with that Kintaro, actually. No? Alright. Alrighty. He's gonna come at us full bore, right? Full bore. I wonder if we could just be a pain. I think we would just want to jump here. Put some shots, although we'll probably get back shots from over there. We might reserve up. We'll see what he wants to do. He'll probably reserve so that he can have all 4 mechs at once. Would be my guess. I probably want to have all my turns after him. Just to see what we can mop up here. I don't want to heat up at all. That's the main issue, right? I don't want to unleash, heat up, and then get set on fire by anything afterwards. I'd rather do what I can afterwards here. Alright, Master Tactician. We'll get into our turn. And we'll see what happens. I wonder if he can get all of those. I'd say he can get most of those jumps in. Alright. Alright. Here we go, baby. Here we go. So he's going to reserve into us, so we have to do our turn first.
Awaiting orders.
I think what we'll do is we'll probably come sideways. We'll fire on there. Actually, we'll just fire from here, I think. Or even better, we might just back up a little. I really want to shoot the side of him when he comes forward, though. I'm pretty sure he will not go for the Panther. So we'll risk the move to the side here. I doubt we're going to hit again. We could heat up a little. I think we will. This is the Master Tactician right here. Man, what a bunch of shooting. So now he has to make his turn, right? We don't want to be firing any of our Orions. Or what I do fire, I probably want to just fire lightly. So that we can sort of tank a little here. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, sir? Do you move now? Jump in? Or let me sit here and slowly peck at you? Alright, the fire starter's going to run in. He's going to save some heat on that. Alright. I wonder if you're in punch range. That would be amazing if you were. We can punch from the forest here. What do? We do 55 to hit him. He could go for our Kintaro, I guess. We're not going to tank a lot if we do run in here, though. We'll only tank with trees. 55 to hit. I would love for this to be a hit. I'm a little afraid that we're giving up some retaliation on here, though.
Yes, Commander.
Does that give him 50 to hit, though? My gosh. We could go with the Kintaro first.
Commander?
And then the Orions, but the Orions will then have back armor. I don't like it so much. Alright, I think we'll go in on this.
On the move.
And then we'll hope that the Orions can sort of tank everything else. Alright. Give him a bit of abuse there. So now his choice is to death from above here and then blast my Orion. And then blast it again, I guess. See, death from aboving the Kintaro. He is going for the Kintaro. Okay. Oof, look at all that. Look at all that lovely structure damage there. No more evasion over here. It's going to hammer us up a bit. If he goes in deep on this, though, we'll probably have a decent turn of shooting in here.
Commander? Waiting for orders.
Fortunately, Mockingbird cannot quite do that. So what we might do here is we might shift sideways. Just a tad. And probably we can't multi-shot. Not going to do a lot of damage though, are we? Let's have a look. So we've got pretty garbage hits there, pretty garbage hits there. Could maybe beat this guy up a bit.
I'm receiving you.
Could possibly back up. And go for some shots this way. Give up our entrench. Or we could go further this way. What kind of shots can we get here? We can get shots here. I don't know if you can get... You could probably get around the back of us, right? That's the dangerous thing here. Maybe we'll just back up a bit and we'll do multi-shots, I guess. Alright, let's do that.
Roger.
We'll probably just fire in a little here and there. Go like this. What have we got on B? 50. Nothing. And we'll just fire the two lasers. And some SRMs. Okay. Can we just fire some lasers and some SRMs? That seems like a go. We won't heat ourselves up too much. We'll give that guy a little bit more toast on him. He's going to come in for this, though, and try and knock it over. And then kill it in a turn, right? Maybe I should have just gone for the punches. Or I should have come in here for the punches, I guess. Really want to get some of these fire starters down. Keep Mockingbird towards the front, I guess. So we're fairly entrenched. Sumo's going to have to do a bit of work. He's going to have to survive in there somehow. I suppose he's got a little bit of armor to rely on. It's when those Kintaros slow down that we can really start to step things up, though, at least. Because at the moment, he's just going full rush on me. Trees will eat a bit of armor here. He hasn't used his flamethrowers. All he's done is death from above. He's trying to save his flamethrower ammo, I'd say, to maybe get one of my mechs over here. Alright, he's coming around. He's just going to blaze into our Kintaro here. Bit of LRM fire. I'd love to melee this one right here if I could. With Mockingbird, but sadly she can't quite move far enough, right? Alright. Whoop. Couple of rounds. He's heating up. We're going to get knocked over. There's the knockdown. So now he gets a whole turn of firing in, right? And you can see he used the other one to do it. He used the ones that are going to get to go well before us here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in now with Mockingbird here, so that next turn we can hopefully get some punching here. I would love to get some punching on, hopefully, his fire starter. We're not gonna... Ooh, that's awkward, isn't it? Alright, I guess we're putting LRMs in here. Damn, that sucks. That sucks a lot.
No love on that strike.
Mm-hmm. So now he'll come around with this, probably shoot us in here. Hopefully we can get Apex around the back of this, maybe? It's going to be brutal for this Kintaro, though. Because it's basically all SRM fire into him. I do think maybe I should have held my position and just fired at these things. I suppose I could have tanked better from there, since now this guy's on the floor. And I probably actually really wanted the Kintaro over these guys. Alright, here comes his one. Alright, and all onto this guy right here. And then he gets to fire all of these again before our Kintaro gets up. So it's 2 rounds of firing. Thing is he's got the heat advantage here, because if I heat up my Orions, he can just shut them down as well. Alright, this is gonna hurt, buddy. It's gonna hurt. Ooh. And another turn of that. Will hurt big time. So he can probably actually get his fire starters out now. And not have to worry about everything so much. We will come round. Can we jump here? Can we jump here? Would love to score a hit on this. Would love to get rid of that fire starter if I could. Real question is, will he come from my mechs if I do this? Alright, let's jump across. We'll fire with the Apex here into the other guy. Hopefully we can rip something off this guy. Would love that to happen. I don't think it will though. Oop, there we go. We got at least a torso off him. His evasion's down, so he's probably going to move this mech next. Once he's finished off this pile. Whew, it's going to get ugly for Kintaro here, because he cannot get up till after all of our turns, right? He can't even get up till here. Now, you probably get this fire starter out, and then roll in some of their other mechs, right? Should have probably maybe taken some less heat intensive mechs here. He could probably jump over here and set this thing on fire, shut it down. I could probably go for a punch then. We're definitely down this mech though. That Kintaro is all sorts of dead. Oh, he's gonna run in. Oh, he's gonna... Okay. Is he trying to abuse this one? Alright, there's some flame as well. We're a little hot there. It's not too bad though. Who's that? That's Wildfire. So Mockingbird could back up here. We could probably blast this thing in the back. Leave the Kintaro. He's still got this one though. Maybe I could go for a punch on this. Just kind of want to take his death from aboves out, right? So he stops knocking us around here. Now, you get this one out, right? I would jump this one out, probably beat this guy up a bit more, and then let this guy finish off the next one. Alright, he's gonna burn this, shut this down. We are too hot on this Panther, unfortunately. Alright, that Panther's gone too. It's gonna get shut down.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
Alright, most of that missed. Okay. Most of that missed. That's not too bad. He's got to kill this Kintaro though. There's no way he's letting me get that up. I guess we just need to demolish these fire starters and then work on the Kintaros. The Kintaros do a lot of damage. That's the only problem about them, is it's a lot of damage. And we're pretty good here. He'll fire maybe into that. Maybe split shot? Don't know. Thing is, if I turn to punch a lot of these things, we have some issues with back-facing armor as well. Alright, so he's dead. That was fair enough. So the real question is, do I go all in on this? I think I just do. I think I go all in on this, and then we try and deal with the Kintaro issue at some point. He's going to reserve in. So if I reserve again, it's going to be my go anyway.
Yes, Commander.
Let's have a look. Where can we trundle around to? Could come in for a punch, right? On the back of this guy. 90 damage. It's not going to be enough. Maybe we could unsteady him and then back behind him and shoot him. I think that's what we're going to risk here. If we can get this guy unsteady, then we might be able to... There we go. He's lost his evasion on that. So then we can kind of just twist with this guy behind this and blast it. So we'll get rid of this one now. And then we just have to kind of work on this guy here. Does mean that we can take full damage on this mech though. So that's okay.
Waiting for orders.
We'll back up to probably over here somewhere. Can we actually punch this thing from... No, you know what? Punching is no good. We'll get behind this guy as much as we can. And we will just blast him from behind. With wildfire. We'll fire in everything we've got. Probably not the LRMs. We do want to save some heat here, so that we don't get obliterated. Oh, not the leg. Alright, so there's not much left of this thing. It is still got its flamethrowers, unfortunately. So we will get our Panther to shoot that thing first. It's not going to be enough, though. It's not going to be enough. Alright, what's he going to do? Is he going to shoot my Panther? Suppose you could go on that. It's got no evasion, so it'll take full damage here. He does have a lot of heat on this thing. Can do a fair whack of damage. Yep, here we go. Poor old Panther's like, yo, it is hurting all day. Man, those knockdowns are just so brutal. So brutal. Alright, so he's going to get to finish off the Panther now. Which just leaves us with the two heavies. And you can get this thing out of the way as well. It's fun. It is fun. Let's see. Got most of our armor on our Rhine. The thing is if these things can touch us, then they will strip that. They will strip that of that entrenchment, which is probably the more annoying thing. So you can finish this guy off, and then move on to these. Flamer on here still. Flamer's on here, so we got to watch our heat. He doesn't have to watch his heat. Do you knock one of these over? I guess you do knock one of these over, right? He's a bit hot on both of these, but he can still do these guys into here. Thing is, those SRMs, you can still fire most of the SRMs without firing any of the lasers, which is what he's been doing. And, oop, there goes another center torso. So now he's got the choices here, right? He's pretty hot there. But these lights are real annoying. You can just keep getting the lights behind our two Orions. A lot of armor still left on those Kantaros. Where do you go with this? You probably back it up, get it cool. It's still your turn. You can now move this one in, get this one out. Or do you just punch me? Maybe you just punch me. Do some stability damage, and then shoot this, and then jump that, and then get him on the floor. But then I get to get him up. Would have loved to have at least killed one mech here. One mech would have been great. Maybe I should have probably kept the formation here. Not let the Kantara get isolated. He would have probably been the better of the choices of the mechs. To do the stability damage out. He's coming behind. Okay. So he wants to go for this one then. So he's probably going to death from above. Well, he could shut it down actually. Could shut it down. How'd we do? Not too much evasion, so we can probably finish one mech at least before those Kantaros get up on us. He'll flamethrow me with this one, shut this thing down. Damn, I didn't think that was enough heat, but apparently it is. Apparently it is. For these fire starters to really have a go. I suppose we will get our turn so we can start it up at least. Oof. Whoa, we're taking abusing to the back. Alright.
Get him banged up pretty good.
Whoa. So he will knock us over as well. Oh, man. Losing arms.
My mech's coming apart around me.
It's not looking good, buddy. It's not looking good. Not looking good indeed. I guess we back this Orion up, blast this. Somehow we gotta work on this thing. He's gonna knock this over. We will get it up and restarted. But it's not gonna be a happy day for it. Not gonna be a happy day at all. Whew. Wildfire is rocking here. Wildfire might actually die because these will get to go next, right? And get knocked down again. Ay, ay, ay. Just so much damage. Down we go. To the end we go. Alright, at least he's done all of his moves now, so let's have a look.
I'm here.
Can get... Where's behind you? Over here somewhere? Here? Is behind? Alright.
Location confirmed.
Let's get behind this thing. Let's try and blow it away this turn. How much is in this thing? Wow, that's a lot of torso still. A lot of torso. We'll have to heat up and get rid of him anyway. He needs to go. So that's one down at least. Next up, we'll get Wildfire up at least. Stand up. Your old cooking mech there. You're going to get shut down again, probably.
Alright. Back in action.
I could not do that. Let's keep backing up into these trees, I think. If we get here, I don't think he can really get behind us. Still, it's a little shifty. Probably move into here. He'll probably punch us, I'd say. Or set us on fire from the front. And then start doing a lot. I mean, there's a lot of mech still left on these guys. A lot of mech to deal with here. We need that heat back. He's going to set us on fire again. It'll probably shut us down again. At which point he can call shots into the torso. If we can clear this mech, then we can start working on some of these guys. They will still knock us over quite heavily. He can just punch. If we don't have 2 mechs left by the time we get this guy down, it's pretty much all over. If we have 2 mechs, maybe we can do some work here. We're up against this border, so maybe he can't get behind us at least. What are you going to do? You're going to punch this guy again. Bit of stability issues again. At least he's not rocking too bad this time. But we will get shut down probably from this. Oh, no. Okay, that's not too bad. At least we are good to go on that. We can just unleash on this guy now. He should move in with these 2 Kantaras. Probably one here and one there. And just blast this guy, right? Absolutely hammer Mockingbird. Hammer Wildfire. Hopefully Mockingbird, we can get this mech out. We are going to take full damage from this though. So 2 salvos from these guys. Well, a salvo from this guy. Half a salvo from this guy maybe. Might be enough to squish our poor old Orion here. Back to whence it came. Gonna go for side shots. Ooh, that is the torso that... Does he have fire from there? No, he's just entrenching. Okay. Just entrenching. I wonder if he'll give me my go. Pretty not sure he won't, right? You just move this and you fire. Just move it and fire. I think we're blocking the shots across into this torso at least. I think we punch here. Maybe shoot here. We'll see what we can do. See what we can do. Need to work it pretty heavily. I mean, you can see the power of this setup though. It's pretty ugly. You just get knocked over so much. You get set on fire so much. I mean, I barely fired any of my weapons. Well, I suppose I shouldn't have moved maybe with the Kantaro. It's probably my major thing is I shouldn't have moved. And then I probably shouldn't have come in with this Panther. Maybe should have just left him shooting from a way out here. But damn, that knocks things down pretty quick. He could maybe shoot me from the side over there. I don't know. He's backing up. He's going to get some heat going. Or is he going to fire from there? He can fire a couple of the rounds, right? I think he can fire a couple of rounds. I'd love to get this thing out of the way, though. And then we can sort of maybe tank with a bit of this. So you'll have to punch in. Because you don't really want to get heated up again. So that's fine, because you'll tank up anyway. We'll get rid of some of that leg. We'll get that knockdown. So we can actually toast this guy now. With the called shots. Pretty happy for that to happen. Mockingbird, you're up. Oh, hang about. Why did you not... Oh, you do not entrench. Okay. That's a bit awkward. we want to shift like this, I guess. And then fire onto this guy's leg with pretty much everything. If this guy doesn't die, I think we're boned. But we can't really fire the LRMs. We want to hold on to those a little. So you know what, we're firing everything. There's no point in that guy living. We'll just go for a bit of overkill on that. It was a very bit overkill, but... So now we're tanked up a little. This poor old wildfire is still going to take a lot of damage though. Being not entrenched. It's going to be bad for her. Going to be bad indeed. What are we looking at? We're looking at a full mech and a full mech. Alright. 2 full mechs. Coming from the side, I guess. Try and split me a little. I guess I'll just have to tank arm shots unless you can shoot into here. At which point I guess we have to back you somewhere, wildfire. I can't get out of this position though. Because if he gets... Yeah, okay, he's going to go for the side. Alright. Well, at least we got a little bit of armor clinging to the side there. Oh, you're going to get knocked down again? Buddy, do you want to just, you know, maybe sit tight and not get knocked over? That would be great. Unfortunately, you're about to. Luckily, I suppose we've got some heat helping us out a little here. We definitely don't want to leave our little branches here. I think what we do is we just fire into this. Try and get a mech down. He's gonna blast us for a lot of damage though, those Kintaros. Wow, that is... Down we go. Those Kintaros put out so much damage.
I'm wounded.
She might die from getting knocked down actually. We can't really... We could twist a little this way. Probably get Mockingbird to fire. Do I want to focus for this and overheat? That'll shut us down. Could do this, I guess. So we'll probably focus with Mockingbird. Fire on this. We're going to heat up for it a fair bit. At least there's no evasion. Ooh, take a little bit of heat here and there. And then I guess Wildfire gets up. And she sits where she is. Stand up, baby. We'll twist you a little. So that at least it's mostly front-facing stuff here. We'll twist you like this, I guess. I guess he might get behind us, but there's nothing really left of this mech anyway. So we'll twist here. And we'll fire in with whatever we have. Whatever we have. Woo. Right, we're wearing him down. It's not enough though. It's no way going to be enough against 2 Kintaros. We're too hot. We're too hot to take down a Kintaro and then another Kintaro. He could shift this way. He'll probably keep going this way though. And try and get through most of this. If he's got a focus, he could just shred this poor Wildfire. There is very little left of Wildfire. Alright, he's backing up for some heat here. He's backing up for the water? Oh man, he's cooking that mech. Cooking, baby, cooking. What is cooking? So he's getting no evasion. Oh, he'll get his evasion back, I guess, this turn. I guess heat-wise, you probably just fire into this, right? He doesn't have a lot of heat to do it, though. Do we have, we've got LRM still on... Nope. Alright. Mockingbird's the sensor locker, and the LRMs are going on Wildfire, so... We're out of luck there, too. Probably run this down here, right? And then maybe I could chase you, but I don't really want to chase you. Might have to just tank my way in this corner. Tanking away in this corner. Yeah, he's going to run that one out. Bit of evasion. Okay. Could probably... fair enough. Wildfire, what kind of hits do you have? You do not have much of a hit. Suppose it's a hit. We'll heat you up a little, I guess. He's giving us the not so damaged side, which is fine. And then we'll fire him with Mockingbird, who has most of her stuff to fire here. Fortunately, she is the hot one. You are the hot one, Mockin.
Yes, Commander.
I could step forward for... no, we probably won't. We'll twist this way, I guess.
Move order received.
We'll have to ease up with some of these guns. What can we get in here? We'll probably just do this. You know what? We'll fire a medium laser and we'll get most of our heat back, I guess. We'll zap him a little in the shoulder. Get most of our heat back on these two. He's going to come barreling out of here with this guy. And go probably on something. On what is an interesting question. I really need my heat back. He's doing it the better way. Of just gaining heat back, run in, blast me a bit. He's definitely flipped his mech the right way as well. I wonder if he's going to run out here. I would have maybe fired some LRMs if he had vision. I guess not. I suppose you just walk off now. And leave me with nothing to shoot at. And then what? Do I gain all my heat back? I guess I gain all my heat back. He's going off to get his mechs. Oh, lovely and good to go. I think I could still fire with Wildfire if I lock with Mockingbird here, right? Let's have a look. Let's see what we can get going here. So if we swivel this way, sensor lock the one at the back. Is that the one I want? Is that the one I can see? I think if we move over here, we might be able to fire on it. So we'll try it. We'll sensor lock this one at the back. We'll get rid of some of that. I think Wildfire can get just enough here to see and fire.
Commander.
I gotta be real careful though. I think that's in his range to get me though. You know what, we're just gonna reserve. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to just entrench actually. So I could see him, but if I stepped out, I think what's gonna happen is he's just gonna blast us from here. We might just have to somehow shift out of here. I suppose getting our heat back is pretty nice though. He will have all the evasion in the world though. I should have maybe let Mockingbird tank a whole lot of this instead, unfortunately. Man, look at these dead bodies. That is Firestarter on top of Firestarter on top of a bent cannon. Look at that cannon. It is just bent out of shape. Alright, he's going to come back in. Just unleash on us, I guess. What's he going to do? I think we've got vision from here. My turn? Well, we'll reserve up and make it his turn. Which means he gets to start. Alright. He wants to see what we're going to do. He wants to see what we're going to do.
Standing by.
I think we just brace here with Wildfire. Or is he going to run in for the... I don't think he can get all the way in and shoot at someone. So we might just try sensor locking. I don't think we have the vision for this. I'd prefer that I got to shoot with that though, so we'll just probably just tank up here, brace a bit, and I'm down for one more turn of getting heat back on my Orion here. Sadly, it's Mockingbird. I mean, could be a far better mech, right? Far better mech indeed. Alright, so he knows I have no vision there, right? does he have vision? I don't think so. I wonder if I could shift and stop these side shots on this. I don't have any vision though. I guess I could, because he could run here and shoot down the side, but he's going to shoot anyway. Alright, we'll get a turn of heat back at least. At least we're cool. We're running cool. We're a cool cat. Old mockingbird. I don't know if you're really a cat, you're more of a bird, but that's alright. You're here to mock us. Here to mock me indeed. Looks like we're going to reserve all the way up. And all the way along. My turn, his turn, my turn. So he does get the advantage here. He gets to move. And I don't get to do anything. At all. With one of my mechs. So I guess what we do is we tank. I could push Wildfire back. Over here. And maybe outrange him.
I'm receiving you.
Maybe. How far can we get you, Wildfire? Not far enough. Is that far enough? That's pretty far. Maybe we'll push you back and give ourselves some space between us and him. Alright. So he's got to come forward a little bit more now. At least. So he's got to basically plant all of his shots into this or come in for this, which is, I'd say that's a pretty reasonable option, this one here. Come up this hill, take a full round of fire from the Orion. I mean, these Kantaros, they're tanky as, right? They'll happily tank away. You're going to have sprint coming up this hill. I mean, you're going to have some evasion. You get 2 turns of doing this. Alright, can. So he's going to want to pile onto Wildfire here. Hopefully, I don't think Wildfire's out of vision though. There's no way that's out of vision. And we've got very little left on our chest here. So a full round of firing from a Kintaro. Probably rip Wildfire a new one. She's going to just be a pair of legs and probably a head. Maybe she's lucky she'll be left with some arms. Who knows? Alright. Alright, sir. I could run in and punch. But then he gets a full salvo into us, right? It's a shame we do not have focus, right? Shame indeed. I don't want to really heat up too much on this. I could just fire in some SRMs. What else can we fire in? We'll probably just fire in the SRMs. And the medium laser. What do we got? 25 on that? That is terrible, my friend. Terrible. We definitely want to be able to... How much does this give us? That gives us a lot, right? So if we just fire in these, next round we can start going ham with some of our other weapons. Apparently we're just going to fire into the sky a bit. Fire into that sky. I'd say he's got vision maybe with this mech now. Enough to shoot at Wildfire. Drop Wildfire. I ain't coming forward for this because I'll just take a full round of Kintaro and then the Kintaro can get behind me. It is not happy days for these Orions. Not happy days. You know what? He knows it. He already knows that I'm in trouble. In a lot of trouble here. Alright, so yeah, so that one's evasive and cover. You should be able to see this, right? Give me some blasting. Blasting. Oh, okay, he's gonna blast this one. Alright, couple of misses here and there. He's just trying to, he's trying to keep his heat. He wants to fire, but he wants to keep his heat, right? So now, do you run for this? You could probably just walk in and fire on this. I get to fire back. Maybe if I have something alive by the end here. Are you coming in for a punch? Are you? Sneaky. Alright, so what he wants to do is he wants to remove the the entrench there. I suppose we just back up and shoot this guy. I'd love if we could get behind him, actually. I don't think we can. Not without exposing ourselves really weirdly. Knockdown, not too much, but at least he's going to do full damage, right? Full damage incoming. Do you shift this way, get a bit closer to this guy, I guess? Could do that too, keep your evasion up. Or just come all in, I guess. All in. Is that to... what's that? Alright, it's gonna blast us a little. Wow, that's not a little, that's a lot. We're gonna get knocked over. Ooh, we're unsteady, okay. That's not as good. I would prefer to maybe get knocked over. He's got a bit of evasion going on here. We'll probably just slot around into this guy. If we can. We want to keep our arm going here. So we'll probably just shift a little this way. Keep that evasion, well, keep that tanking towards the front. Plow in some medium laser and an AC. Maybe we can get an arm off this thing, but there's so much to go. So much to go. And with misses, well, that really doesn't help. Really, really does not help our cause. We probably need to sit tight so we don't get knocked. I could have maybe have got behind here, but that's really awkward. We probably just need to sit right where we are and hank with our face, unfortunately. I think he can't get... I wonder if he can get around that way. I think he can. With two of them on top of us, he's going to get behind me. I can't tank here, right? We're going to have to fire in most of our weapons now. Maybe we can gouge some bits off this Kintaro. Alright, medium laser, we'll take that. It's not enough though, we need some of these SRMs off. Because he can now get behind this mech. And we're going to get knocked down. There's not enough stability going on here. A punch will get us down. Shots to the core. Will be rough. Will be rough indeed. Either way, it's a win for him, right? Even if he loses, I was 5 million up. If I win somehow, then he's just like, yeah, I was 5 million up. Cool. If I lose, it's pretty much a given, right? We're gonna get knocked. He's gonna probably fire with this one with the heat. Oh, okay. Excellent. So we are just holding on here. Just holding on. Not getting knocked at all. I would maybe have gone around the back for this mech. I mean, it's in pieces, right? Absolutely in pieces, but I guess if you alternate these two, you can just do mass loads of damage in here and just shred my poor old Mockingbird. There's no real chances here. I wonder if I should have not brought in my Panther. I guess I would have tanked more. Ooh, I would fire on this if I could see it. Come on, sir. Surely you can see this. Kill this mech. Left with one mech here. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so we're gonna lose this mech here. Which means we are all sorts of out of luck.
We lost a unit.
We did lose a unit. But we can probably go over here. I wonder if we can get behind this guy a little bit more. Damn, that's the shadiest backup in the world. We can go over here, I guess. Try our luck at the back of this guy. Maybe. I mean, we're going to get knocked down if we don't do something. We're going to lose any sort of tank we had, but so be it. Let's just go all in, I think. We won't even strip most of that, but we might get lucky and rip an arm off or two. Maybe I should cling on to some of my heat. We might get another round of shooting out of our... Alright. That's just embarrassing, buddy. That's just embarrassing. I was hoping to get another round of shooting here. But without that AC hitting, we didn't do nearly as much damage as I would have liked. And then he should be able to get behind the back of this thing, or at least knock it down. A punch, maybe. Or just fire all your missiles in. He can definitely get around the back, though. And just hammer us from behind. If we're lucky, we might get a Fury here. I think we are pretty out of luck, though. Pretty out of luck. Our arms are clinging on. We're unsteady. He's heating up. Man, I'd say he's done more damage heating himself up than what we've done to him. More damage heating up. Alright. It's a good build, though. I mean, it's got so many threats on you. You don't really have much of a choice in what you shoot at. I mean, you can either shoot at the fire starters or the Kintaros, right? But if you don't shoot at the fire starters, they're just going to run havoc on you. And if you shoot at the Kintaros, then you got a long way to go. And if you shoot at the fire starters, well, then they're pretty hard to hit. As you can see. We're knocked down. I think we'll get up. We'll Fury into this guy. If we can. Mockingbird. Stand up, buddy. Rotate. Fury onto this guy here. Can we... I would love to get some side shots, but apparently that's not going to happen. Maybe we could back up. He's got a lot of armor, though. You can keep backing up. How far can we back up? We can back up to over here. Bunch of missile fire. Let's do it. Let's get at least our ass away from this guy. We'll heat up again. We're not really going to rip... we could rip an arm off. Oh, we could shoot him in the leg. Damn, we are hammering away at that thing, but it's glued on. It's glued on for sure. For sure. Alright, so now you just kind of split me up, right? You just come around this way. You could run this off. You could just face tank with this. I mean, it's full Kintaro. Not much to do against it. I wonder what build would have been better against this. Maybe my own fire starters. And just counter jump back, I guess. Yeah, you're gonna go for some punches? Alright. Ooh. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that guy's pretty hot. And then you just, shoot with this one, knock me down. Or blow some bits off. It's a pretty good choice. For the concerning mech commander. You know? He's a connoisseur of punching things and melting stuff. These Kintaros look so good, though. Look at that. Oh, this one doesn't look so good. I suppose this one doesn't look so good either. He's smoking. And some of his cables are a bit melted. You know, he probably doesn't want all that cable melt going on. Alright, double hits. Double whammy. He's saving all of his heat now.
I'm losing armor bad.
Yeah, you are indeed, Mockingbird. You are indeed. You're just going to have to rotate here, I think. And probably fire him what you can. What do we have to do? How are our arms and legs looking? Yeah, not looking good. I probably can't afford to overheat you, right? 55. Do I think we'll survive another round of shooting? Probably not, but we'll try it anyway. We'll at least do a bit of damage as we go down, right? He's just going to keep punching us to death now. Probably. There's not too much left of this mech. Not too much indeed. Or at least one punch and then a firing. I mean, you've got firing out of this guy. He's got most of his stuff. This guy is a bit hot, but he could probably fire everything as well. I mean, there's really not much left of this poor old Mockingbird. There's probably not even much point in tanking up here. I could probably run behind this guy, actually. What are you doing? You gonna punch me from the other side? Are you trying to shoot me in the back? Okay. It's interesting that he could run that far. I guess that's back shots. Ooh, it's focused back shots. Not just normal shots, it's focused back shots. Just what you want every day, right? It's gonna be a crispy old Orion. Mockingbird's like, please, sir, eject, eject! My ejection seat! It's not working! Why you no eject me?
My mech is coming apart around me.
Why you no eject me? Oh my gosh. Cables are holding together somehow. I don't know how. I think he can get here and shoot us in the back though. I mean, even if he doesn't, there's no armor left on this baby. It's a melting. It's a cooking. It's a smoking. That Orion. Poor Orion. What you gonna do? You're gonna get knocked over? Oh, really? He can't? Nope. It's not behind us, is it? It should be a side shot, right? He'll probably rip off an arm or two. And then, I suppose if he rips off the arm, there's not much left of our torso. So there is that. I would laugh if I could get around the back of this guy if we get another turn here. It's no, come on. Surely not, right? Surely not. Ooh. Wow. That's a sturdy old baby. I'd laugh if we pilot died here. We've only got one injury though, so we should be able to take that. All these knockdowns are really doing a lot of damage to us though, because we are not we're not getting the greatest of firing chances, right? And Mockingbird's already a poor pilot in those reserves.
Good to go.
Really? You can't? Can we move here? We can move to about here. It's not the greatest. I guess we'll try for that. And shoot him in the side. There is cardboard holding half of this mech together. Absolute cardboard. He's off with those firing. My gosh. We're not going to get better than this though. Let's just do it. We're not going to get better than that. I could overheat us, but we would probably explode. In fact, I maybe should have done that. I should have gone the honorable route and just blown myself apart. We're going to hop around on this border here and try our very best. Surely he can get around the back of this with that mech, right? And just kill me from behind. I mean, there's barely anything left. Alright, there is very little very little holding us together. And another punch. Alright, we've still got some arm left. Still got some arm somehow left. Surely this guy can get around the back and shoot us though. Maybe. I mean, this guy, he's actually melted more of his own Kintaros than we have.
What's the flank?
Boom! And off we come. Alright. Not bad. Let's have a look at the damage here. I think I could have played that probably a bit better with my Kintaro. I should have known to just leave my Kintaro entrenched and maybe make him come in. I mean, you knew that he was going to get knocked down. Should have known this one was going to get knocked down. I should have just stuck towards the back and not fired up close. It's a bunch of mistakes, right? And just trying to get rid of these fire starters, what a horrible pain in the butt that was. These things were just all over, just melting things, setting things on fire. You get no heat out of those Orions. It was disastrous. You know, you learn some things. Hopefully they might, I think they'll probably change the way that it all works. Because currently the way that this setup works is pretty horrendous, and it shouldn't work that well. I mean, a little fire starter jumping on your Orion shouldn't really knock it over, or at least do as much stability damage. It's pretty crazy how much it does. But the things you learn, eh? With that, we'll take a break. Tune in next time. More adventures of BattleTech. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button, or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.